Hello there guys, Absolute Genesis here, and I am here with my deck profile of my Gold Paladin post Miyaji Academy set. This is actually by far one of my favorite clans to run. My favorite clan's probably tied between this and my Shadow Paladin deck. This deck runs really well. There are some things that some people might do that I don't do or don't have. So yeah, I'll try explaining a couple things of why I run certain cards as well as, but of course, Gold Paladin Ezel Deck, you have to have your Excel markers. So I have 8 right here. And let's get into the actual deck profile here. All right, so to start off, of course, your grade 3 lineup is I have 3 Raven-haired Ezel. And his skill is Hand. If your Vanguard's Incandescent Lion Blonde Ezel, counterblast 1 and ride this card as stand. And Vanguard ability, when it attacks, if Incandescent Lion Blonde Ezel is in your soul, counterblast 1 until end of that battle. This unit gets plus 15,000 power, plus 1 crit, and your opponent cannot call Sentinels from his or her hand. This card is really good as a finisher, and as well as anything that may like possibly lock you down, like if you fight Zombaku and your Vanguard's Ezel, you can just counterblast 1 and just like superior ride this thing. So it's amazing. Most people would run 4 of these overall for like consistency and such. I might up this up to 4, but currently I just have 3 right now. If I up it to 4, I'll let you know what I'll do. But yeah, so I have 3 of him. We have, of course, 3 Blonde Ezels right here. Might also up him up to 4 for more consistency, but this deck actually does pretty well with just 3 of them. And skill Hand, if you have 9 superior skills Bowmans and 9 of elegant skills Gareth on your Vanguard or Rearguard, Cell Blast 1, Crimson Lion Cub Criff, ride this card as stand if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 2 or less. This unit gets -1 drive, and when it Vanguard skill, when it attacks, you may call a card from your hand to Rearguard. So this is kind of like what your like first ride target wants to be, because you need him in soul to be able to have Ravenhair. I only have 3 right now as well, but there's also something else you can kind of do. I'm going to explain once I get to grade 2 lineup, but he's really good. That second skill is mainly used to proc off in case I need to be a little bit aggressive, but since I don't run Mock Slash in this deck, it's not as aggressive as it used to be. Sorry guys. Next we have 3 Battlefield Storm Sagramore, which is a Vanguard Rearguard skill. When placed from hand, Soul Blast 1 card, draw a card, and call a card from your hand to Rearguard. So he's a good card. Thanks to having the new support, they have the Gold Paladins actually have a Soul Charger now, so he can be a little bit more useful now. And of course, worst case scenario, he can be a extra backup ride. But of course, you never want to like ride him and then go into Ravenhair, because Ravenhair's second skill can't be activated without Blonde Ezel and Soul. So yeah, I run 3 of him, so I run 9 grade 3s. However, if I were to up my Ravenhair and my Blonde Ezels up to 4 each, I'd probably take out 1 Sagamore and run 2 of him. Because he's a good card. I wouldn't run Pelennor or the grade 3 that comes in the set, or really any other grade 3, because Garmor is kind of meh. I feel like Garmor would be like better in a deck of his own. But yeah, this is my grade 3 lineup. Grade 2s, you run 4 Knight of Superior Skill Bowmans. Vanguard Rearguard, when placed from hand, discard a card from your hand, search your deck for up to 1 Knight of Elegant Skills Gareth, and call it to Rearguard and shuffle your deck. And Rearguard skill, when placed by your card's abilities, this unit gets plus 3,000 power. So he was the original superior ride things, like, you know, ride or call him, and then you could like superior ride into or Blonde Ezel in your hand due to Blonde Ezel's skill. And then he's also a decent rear guard as well, since he can help get Gareth on the field and triggers Gareth's effect. Next, we have 4 Flamewind Lion Wonder Ezel. This is one of his new supports, and his skill is Vanguard, Soul Blast 1, and retire Crimson Lion Beast Howl on Rearguard. Search your deck up to 1 Incandescent Lion Blonde Ezel, ride it as stand, and it gets -1 drive until end of turn, and then shuffle your deck. And then his other skill is Auto, when placed on his Rearguard skill. Auto, when placed, you may call a card from your hand to Rearguard. So, before I get to the next grade 2, when the next thing, the thing I was talking about was, so there's not necessarily a once per turn thing about superior riding Ezel. So maybe, so this is one thing I actually did attempt, which was, I would ride Wonder Ezel, then use his skill for, Howl right here, so Soul Blast 1 and retiring Howl, and then, superior riding Ezel. And then I actually had an Ezel in my hand, so, and I had a Bowmains as well. So I called Bowmains, used his skill, got out a Gareth, and actually ended up riding into Blonde Ezel twice that turn. So yes, I still had a -1 drive, I'm pretty sure, because the fact that my opponent was still at grade 2, but I managed to get 2 Excel markers on the field, and that one, because there's no like necessarily limitation on this, just as long as I Soul Blast one and meet the requirements for them. So yeah, that's kind of a little thing I do. I wouldn't recommend it all the time. It was just something I was testing out, but it can work out effectively if done right, because it also helps build soul. And as long as you keep one Blonde Ezel in the soul, you can ride Ravenhair. And then next one is 4 Player of the Holy Bow Vivian. Because of the fact that I'm only running 9 grade 3s, I'm running 12 grade 2s. Now if I did up it to 4 Ravenhair and 4 Blonde Ezel, and get out 1 Sagamore, then that'd be 10 grade 3s, and then I get rid of one of my Vivian, so I'd run 3. But her skill is Vanguard or Rearguard. When placed from hand, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. Look at 3 cards on top of your deck, call a card from among them to Rearguard, put the rest of the bottom deck in any order, and this unit is plus 3,000 power. So she's a really good unit for being able to like help start a formation, and I absolutely love her because one, her art, and as well as her ability, just like combo with like Ezel, or when I ran Mock Slash before the Ravenhair came out, or Miyaji came out. You could just combo like Mock Slash and then like her, and then maybe call another Mock Slash. It's just amazing. I love it. And the reason why, like, if I upgraded to 10 grade 3s and cut her out is because the fact that these 2 right here specifically are help with the consistency of Ezel, of being able to ride Ezel and getting an advantage. So yeah, don't really want to get rid of her. So that's my grade 2 lineup. Grade 1 lineup. Sorry if this is a little rushed. I need to get doing some stuff. So, so next one is 4 of Crimson Lion Beast Howl, which is one of the newer cards, which is Rearguard skill. At the end of the battle, add a boosted. If you have a Vanguard with Ezel in his name, Counterblast 1, put this unit's soul, draw a card, and call a card from your hand to Rearguard. So he can help set up for, can help kind of be a little bit aggressive, but his important role is for Wonder Ezel, and as well as being able to, provide a soul. So yeah, that's really nice. That's what Gold Paladin really needed, because you would run out of soul really quickly in Gold Paladin before he came out. Next card is 4 Knight of Elegant Skills Gareth, helps with the consistency of Bowmains, and his skill is Rearguard. When placed by your card's ability, Counterblast 1, this unit gets plus 10,000. It's actually thanks to that skill where I've actually managed to finish off a friend, because the fact that like I needed an extra attack, and luckily I had I could superior call Bowmains, and then use Bowmain's skill, discard card on my hand, superior call him, and then Counterblast 1 at 10k. So yeah, he helps hit, and plus he kind of hits Excel. He hits not Excel but Force, because he's 18. And then of course 4 Listener of Truth Dindrain, which is Rearguard skill. When placed by your card's ability, Soul Blast 1 and either draw a card or countercharge 1. This unit gets plus 3,000 power. Most of the time, I would go for the draw a card. However, there are situations where the countercharge is really nice. Part of me kind of wants to upgrade her to the Congratulations rare, but right now I just like her standard one. But that's my grade 1 lineup. And now onwards to trigger lineup. So starting off, we have 4 crits, 4 fronts, 4 draws, 4 heals, and my starter. Sorry about my dog. She's scratching the door right now. The reason why I run rainbow triggers is because of the fact that I like how aggressive this deck can kind of be, but the crits also really help as well. And of course, the draw nullifiers are kind of like a mandatory thing, because I don't want to like take up my grade 1 slots with normal nullifies anymore. And front triggers help with that aggression. Like maybe like your opponent like blocked your Vanguard attack, but like thanks to this you can be able to power up your entire front row. Or some scenarios, if your opponent's like, oh, you have 2 triggers to pass, your first trigger, front trigger, well, just gotta hope the second one's a trigger as well, and then boom, if you pull another trigger, then yeah, you break through the shield, which I love front triggers for. At one point I was thinking about maybe bumping up to 8, but that was like back in the original Ezel before Miyaji came out. But I thought Rainbow is a lot more effective and a lot better. And of course 4 crit because crits. But yeah, like I said, the reason why I don't run 4 Ravenhair or Blonde Ezel and limit down my Vivians is because I don't have another Ravenhair and I don't have another Blonde Ezel. But if I did, I would be able to do that. But right now, this deck is actually working pretty well and actually really consistent. Because every single game I've played with it, I've actually ridden Blonde Ezel and then Ravenhair. So yeah, this deck is really consistent and I love it. So definitely one of my favorite clans alongside Shadow Paladin. And I'm hoping for the deleter set to come out kind of soon because I actually do want to run deleters. Whether or not I will run shadows will depend because I might trade my friend for his deleters when it comes out. I do love my shadows. However, I'm not too sure if I want to keep at it. Like I love them. I love them to death. Like I absolutely love them. They're a fun deck, just like Aquaforce was for me. But I don't think I want to continuously keep like on upgrading them. Because this upgrade right here was kind of like a thing that like my friend John offered me. And I mentioned before in previous videos. And I just took the offer for it. I already had the Blonde Ezels and all that, but he provided all the stuff for the Miyaji clan. Actually, he provided the entire deck to me technically because the fact that he gave me a part in kind of like a case for Gold Paladins originally, and then he also gave me part of a case for Ravenhair and Miyaji. So yeah. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed the video. Something interesting I want to let you guys know, I might possibly try to attempt, I believe, Springfest, is it? Or it's a team fight tournament, I believe, at Anaheim in April. I'm hoping to be able to attend that, so I'll try getting footage for you guys if I do manage to go. If not, then I'm sorry, but there are certain things within power and certain things within that are not. But, like I said, I hope you all enjoy. Please like and subscribe if you like my content. I will try bringing more deck profiles to you guys. Hopefully I can get together with my friends again soon and we can be able to start recording more card fights with you guys, like, you know, as I did before. If you look a couple months back, just lately everyone's been really busy, so we haven't been able to. But hopefully we can be able to, maybe this weekend if I can somehow schedule it with them, or just like sometime soon. But like I said, hope you guys enjoy. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Absolute Genesis out. Peace.